Hi everyone. So the journey of well-being, we're going to look at today yoga, and I call this the ultimate journey of well-being because yoga means to unite the soul and spirit to be one with God, the source of all well-being. In body, mind and soul, to integrate that vibration of love, peace and harmony into who we truly are. And this is the path of yoga, which has been global practice. It is both the path and the goal of unity, of pure love, of infinite consciousness, of bliss. So this really is the practice of yoga, and it's something that I've studied for 28 years now, and still I know only a very small amount of yoga. I remember meeting one of the Self-Realization Fellowship monks in California, and he was referring to Yogananda, and he said, we still haven't begun to understand Master's teachings yet. And I thought, wow, this guy studied it for 40 years, but it's so deep, it's so profound, these teachings. There's so much that we can get out of it. So much we can learn. Of course, most people associate yoga with, in the Western world, with hatha yoga, with the series of stretching and sometimes breathing techniques, which is a very useful part of yoga, but this is estimated only to be 1% of what yoga is. So yoga is such a vast array of subjects. And what I've done for you today is, if you look down in the description, you'll see links to lots of videos that I've made. Rather than me making a video today and showing you some moves, I've made so many videos, and of course there's so many videos you can see. I thought I'd talk a little bit more about the subject and maybe some preparations from yoga that you will find useful. I studied with a fantastic guy called Krishna Baba in India, and the Baba said, I said, what do you need to do before the practice, Baba? And he said, you need to go to the toilet. And he said, even if you can't go, sit on the toilet and try and go. You need to have a shower, wash your body. You need to clean your teeth and clean your tongue. And this was for him a preparation for yoga. The place where you practice the asana, the seat. I have this yoga mat here. It's made of natural fibres. Clothes I'm wearing are made of natural fibres. That can really help the body not block the energy from the energy field. You want everything to be able to flow. And I try and only use my yoga mat for yoga. So a nice place that I'll practice yoga here by the fire. The fire's not on now, of course. There's several things that I will like to do though before my practice. Light a candle. And just one of the beautiful acts of yoga is with intention to light a candle. From that candle of oneness, light some incense. And pure incense, it's a good idea. And bless the space, bless the space. Do you feel where you're practicing? If you can, if you can create this environment, a beneficial environment for your practice, whatever that might be. There are 4 types of yoga, as comes down to us from ancient times. The first is Bhakti Yoga. This is the yoga of love and devotion. The yoga of prayer and chanting. So our mind, our consciousness becomes fixed on that one ideal. Our heart awakens. The distractions of the mind pass as we hold to that greatness within us, as we feel that awakening, as that love awakening. The second type of yoga is Karma Yoga. This for me is the main yoga that I practice now. It's the yoga of service. So days gone past, when I was younger, I would get up and I would have the time to be able to meditate, do my practice, stretching and meditate for 2 hours. My life now is not set up for that so much with the children. So often my morning practice is I get up and I wash up and I clean the kitchen, but I'm doing it with an attitude of service, not being attached to the fruits of the action. It purifies us, karma yoga. The third type is jnana yoga, which is a yoga of wisdom, where we affirm, I am one with the divine. Tattvam Masi, I am one with Brahman, the supreme spirit. Not this, not that, but I am one, the yoga of discrimination. And finally, Raja Yoga, the real yoga of meditation, the real science of meditation, where we lift our consciousness to the spiritual eye, perceiving the inner light that we are, that infinite light that we are. And part of Raj Yoga is the Hatha Yoga, it's the preliminary steps, if you like, of the limbs of Patanjali's yoga, that help prepare us, that help prepare the body to be still, as the Psalms say, be still and know that I am God. But to realize that the kingdom of God is within us. So friends, I really do encourage you to adopt the practice of yoga, and yoga is for all temperaments, all people. It's not about religion, though in all religious practices you find aspects of yoga. In the yoga teachings, it's a universal science of God realization. And it is really the ultimate journey of well-being. Whether you adopt a regular form of practice or chanting or service, meditation, or of the discriminatory practices of realizing that this world is not real, it is illusion. And what is real is the source of life that is within us. The kingdom of God is within us all. So dear friends, namaste. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you want to practice more, then just check out the links in the description. There's some wonderful moves to do, practices to do, that you can really enjoy there. I'll just leave you with a prayer.